Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're breaking down my teams, my speed teams versus treasure map versus Akainu, and going through each mini-boss and how I'll be tackling this particular treasure map. So, I did put out a buildable team video for you guys earlier in the day, so I'll leave a link to that in the description if you guys are looking for more buildable teams. But in today's video, we're focusing on speed, we're focusing on point boosting, as I do have all of the point boosters. Did a few more summers than I probably would have liked on this banner, but I'm very happy that I did walk away with everything, and everything turned out pretty nicely. So if you guys want to check out the summer videos, I'll leave a link to those in the description as well. But first of all, let's take a look at Akainu. I haven't broken down this particular Akainu, and he does seem very, very good. He's a driven powerhouse dex unit. He has the remove special limit, limit break, pinch healing, interesting, and enrage. His captain ability boosts driven characters' attack by 4 times, HP by 1.3, makes dex and psych slots matching, and removes despair by 2 turns. So an interesting captain ability for a free-to-play unit. I think that's his max captain ability. It might not be with limit break. I think it is. 13 turn cooldown right there does seem like it is going to be this particular unit at max. Captain. His special does 70 times his attack and dex damage to one enemy, applies the ignite status, dealing 100 times his attack in non-type damage at the end of the turn, reduces all enemies for 1 turn, reduces despair and burn duration by 6 turns, and if the captain is driven, boost the damage dealt to ignite enemies by 2.25 for 1 turn, boost damage dealt to ignite of 1.75 otherwise. So he's a self-proccing conditional boost, which is very, very good, and at 2.25 on a driven team, very, very nice. So a very good free-to-play character. His support is arse, don't worry about that. But if you guys are playing treasure map, you should be maxing this character out. Very, very good character. With this treasure map as well, there is 3 treasure map spots, apparently. The intrusion battle is going to change in the actual intrusion, but you can go test that over on the extra island. I put out a video for that as well. There is a chance of a certain form of warlord being Jinbei as the intrusion boss. And like I said, apparently there are 3 different spots for the that particular spot that gives a lot of extra drops. So special chests, there are 3 of the rainbow treasure chests found on the bonus map will contain special treasures. On New World League, you will have a very chance finding alternate powered. So there it is right there. Those will get leaked on Twitter and stuff like that, and I'll put them out as a community post when we do find those spots. There has been a bunch of information already out, but as you can see, if you go down the bottom here, there is a bunch of trusty characters that you guys can use. As of like anniversary, there is a lot of 1.35 times booster, which is very generous of them. In my buildable teams video, I did include the anniversary characters, and it was like 39 runs to hit the 10 million points, which is actually very good. And then you have a bunch of other characters here as well. But let's take a look at my teams, and let's see how we're going to be taking down this particular treasure map. So, against Coby, we are aiming for Coby on the mini-map. Coby's boosted characters, or recommended characters, are Lim and Adeo. Everyone gets the good stuff. You get 1 turn of special reverse, 5 turns of despair, 5 turns of bind on your crewmates after sockets. You get a 3-turn attack down if you're below a 2.25 chain, and then you have 90% attack down if you don't get around that. There's 50,000 damage once defeated as well. So the team I'm actually using is just basically a wave clearing team. I'm basically just going to bink Brook twice to get to the final stage, and then I'm going to bink Whitebeard, and Whitebeard to just do the million fixed damage, and then we can just easily kill there. Now, if I can't find Coby on the map, this is the team that I'm going to be looking at. Utilizing Whitebeard on the final stage is basically going to give us everything we need, but we have Luffy, Yamato, and Odin and Toki to just give us color affinity, so that way Frankie hits really, really hard. We have supports to get around the bind, as you guys can see there. Whitebeard gives us chain boundary, but if you guys are utilizing this particular team and fighting Coby on the map, you can easily just replace Whitebeard with Roger. Like, just use Roger, and Roger's actually going to do it faster, because you just have to bink 1 Roger special, so that's always quite nice. I might even look at just utilizing Roger and then bringing Whitebeard onto the crew. And then just binking the Roger special down, because literally everyone gets cooldowns anyway. So, onto the Garp fight now. The recommended characters are Big Mom and Kawamatsu. Cerebrals, Slashes, and Powerhouse, I'm pretty sure. Get all the good stuff. 10 turns of paralysis on the final stage, and attack down if you're below a 3.25 chain lock or above a 4.75 at 90%. Block orbs, delay immunity, and if you use an orb boost, you lose your beneficial effects and you get stunned on the bottom row. So the idea here is, once I saw Garp's information, I realized there was no normal attacks only. So I figured, hey, let's just bink this stage like we used to do with the Hody strat. However, Big Mom's boosted, and that means you can't use the Clash Big Mom. And I really wanted to include this Big Mom because she's a 2 times HP booster. Then I found this wiper. Shout out to Todd in his video. He actually put this out. I was going to run the Hody strat where you just use Clash Big Mom and run double Hody level in 5, but this just seems way better. Basically what this guy does is he does 99% of the HP cut. Shout out to Game Freak, sorry, in Todd's Alliance. He's the one that brought this to his attention. He just does 99% of the HP that you lose as damage, and this is going to work up to like nav level 50, which is crazy. Once it doesn't work, this team is actually still going to function nicely. I'm just going to replace Wiper with another like boosted unit, any Dex character, because this team has one of every color on it, and that way I can get around the paralysis. Big Mom's your attack boost, she's your orb boost, so she's going to give you the chain lock, and if you just use her, you're basically covered. With the oven support, we can just get around, we can give ourselves color affinity, and then we can literally just bink it with the double Big Mom strat. So this team's going to work nicely. What's his name? Zoro's there to just bink stage 1 and stage 2, and that's going to work out excellently. So big shout out to Game Freak for the Wiper strat. Moving on to the Kizaru fight now. Against Kizaru, the recommended characters are basically Zoro, his batch, and Momo. Now, Momo is an interesting one, because if you are utilizing Momo on your final teams, you're not going to be able to use him here, but Slash's Free Spirit Powerhouse, get all the good stuff. You get a full bottle recovery orbs, 12 turns of despair, so 9 after sockets, a 2 slot 1-0 barrier on the final stage, 3 turns of defense up, and 98 turns of immunity. So, utilizing Zoro here is great, because you can just bink Zoro with your attack boost. Zoro's also a wave clearer, which is really, really nice. You can use the double Jinbei special, so that way you can wave clear turn 1 and turn 2. Hiyori has 1 orbs to the final stage. She can also remove the despair, so like if you don't use a wave clear here, it's not the end of the world. Izo Kikra also wave clearer for stage 2, so you can use them. That way they can give you a chain lock for the final stage, and then you have an orb boost with Momo, so this team works nicely. Kyoshiro can actually move defense up as well, so it all works out great. You can literally replace Jinbei with anyone. Any other wave clearer will work fine, because Izo Kikra are there as well. So this team does seem like a lot of fun. It's full of slashes too, so Izo Kikra get the benefits of the 1 orbs, and that way you don't have to worry about it per se, but Hiyori's going to do that as well. On the final mini-boss, we're coming up against Aokiji, and this one is so annoying. They really, really, really want you to use Alba. So if you have Alba, you're in for a good time. However, there is a faster way, and I actually found this out when I was doing my buildable teams, was to just use Halloween Ace, but we'll talk about that in a second. Sight, Int, Dex, get all the good stuff. 7 turns of Special Bind, full border block orbs, all colored orbs become unfavorable, 1 turn of Special Reverse, a 1 turn hit barrier for 10 hits, 98 turns of delay immunity, and then if you charge your specials, you get 8 turns of bind on your top row, and you lose your beneficial effect. So obviously they want you to use Alba here. Alba gets rid of the special bind, he gets rid of the special reverse, and then as captains, you don't have to worry about the bind. However, I was like, screw that, I don't want to sit through an interrupt. I'm just going to use Halloween Ace. Halloween Ace removes special bind and special reverse as his captain. He can be your attack booster, he can be your orb booster with the law support, and I'm pretty sure he's a chain locker too. Or he increases the chain lock, or he does color affinity or something like that. If you have 6 tandem orbs when the special is launched, he gives you the chain lock. But he's your attack booster, and he's your type effect booster too. So literally with Ace's special, you can get an attack boost, you can get a color affinity boost, and you can get a orb boost with the law support. You have 1 orbs thanks to Shirahoshi at the start of the not 1 orbs, rainbow orbs at the start of the fight thanks to Shirahoshi, and then you can use Caesar to just double bink a wave clearing stage 1 and stage 2. You can use Jack for chain boundary later down the line, and then Kaido can technically get around the barrier if you want to. I've just got him here as a high point booster. That's literally it. You can replace him with literally anyone else. I think you can use a affinity boost on this stage though, right? Yeah, you can use a defense sound affinity boost or a poison affinity boost. So if you want to, you can replace Kaido with another wave clearer, and then use Caesar on the final stage for actually a conditional boost as well. So there's also that there for you as well. But this team should work bits, should have no issues. It's very low points, but it's incredibly fast, and that is the name of the game. On to the final stage against Sengoku. Basically, it's a point boosted team. There's not much to talk about here. We're using double Blackbeard, we're using Shanks Buggy, and then we have the Batch. They get around all of the nasty stuff. The things you have to deal with are block slot, special bind on stage 2, and damage reduction. I'm pretty sure like the trio of Raiguku, Narmal, and that do the special bind and whatnot, and then damage reduction is covered through Marco and Vista. On the final stage, though, if you do use color affinity, you are going to get a 2-turn special limit of 1. So they ideally just want you to use Shanks and Buggy last. However, I'm literally just going to bring the support of Zoro to give me color affinity, so that way it doesn't trigger at all. Because Shanks and Buggy will then give me the color affinity, and then I don't have to worry about the interrupt. There's 10,000 damage on the final stage as well. I don't really see this being a problem at all. But look, if you don't bring anyone with damage reduction, it could be a problem. With Jozu, he gives you damage reduction anyway, so that's the boosted team. Onto the intrusion, I'm just using the boosted team too. I did put out a video with like 4 different teams for this fight as well that does use a variety of different friend captains, but basically we're just using the batch here. Double white. It's made for Whitebeard, so if you can bring a friend captain Whitebeard, just like a friend captain Blackbeard over here, you are going to be absolutely fine. There's really not much to say about these 2 teams. They're literally just using the recommended characters because they're giving me the highest points. And really, if you're watching this video, you're probably here for those mini-boss fights, as they're the ones that you really want to sort of get ideas for your team building for. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to go down there, belt the like button for me, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. Best of luck in Treasure Map. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Let's